Hi everyone, my name is Charlie, and we're back in the car park. Today I had questioned talking about a few topics, however they all came to me at 11:30 last night, and my mother had the telly on quite loud downstairs because she'd found a Christmas movie she was enjoying. So I was awake for another hour, and in that time I have forgotten everything that I wanted to talk about. I know that in there were a few YouTubers I wanted to mention, but until I remember them properly, we will have to wait and see. Do you know Dave's arrived a bit early today? We're not even a minute into this video and Dave's arrived. And I'm just watching in reverse. He's opened his window, his head's out of it, and he's managed to park between two spaces. So there we go, I did better than him today. Yes, it is a challenge, and no, he doesn't know about it. Anyway, today I think that I want to talk about kindness, maybe? Do I want to talk about kindness? Do I really want to get into this today? Yes, I do. Is Dave wanting to go inside? We will watch Dave for one moment because we do have to upload this. I'm really proud of his parking. I really am. No, he's going shopping. He's going shopping. So we've had 1 minute of 30, and all we've done so far is talk about Dave's parking. Anyway, kindness. So, since I was a child, I have always been taught to be kind to people. And I don't know whether it's necessarily something that has continued into my later life, because I quite like to think of myself as a really horrible person. I feel like being unkind and not really, really being up to anything and striving for your best really helps people helps for people not asking you to do anything. And it's raining, so I'm sorry, you are probably going to hear the rain on my car as well. But anyway, I have seen people decide to be kind, but only at Christmas time. And that is something I wanted to talk about here. One thing, I'll say it now so I can just get it out of the way and we can talk about it. Churches. Now, churches are renowned for having people there who all want to be kind. You know, it's kind of the Church of England Catholic. It's the thing Christian that all religions, I think, come under, is being kind to one another. You know, like, help your neighbour, whatever it is. Love thy neighbour. I can't remember these things properly. And a few years ago, I noticed that churches were offering themselves to be open to homeless people on, like, Christmas Day and New Year's Day. You know, so that they weren't likely to get attacked by drunken revellers and the like. And that got me to thinking, that's a really great act of kindness to allow these homeless people into the church for that one day. But is there a specific reason that the homeless people can't go into these churches and stay there for the majority of the year? I mean, obviously, if the church has a function on, you probably can't go in there. If it's a Sunday, they probably can't be in there and would have to get kicked out early. All of this I understand. But I just feel like we have a lot of churches that are empty, and wouldn't it be better to allow the people who don't have homes to go into the churches throughout the year? And isn't there a way we could make it to the church's benefit as well, as like maybe the government could give them a subsidy? But I just feel like that's the kind of, to get back to my original point, allowing these homeless people to go into the churches just at Christmas time is just like emphasizing that point where people feel they only need to be kind at Christmas. And I don't want to mention the certain video from this week that caused millions of people to donate money and loads of people getting involved in it and pushing money towards something in the hopes that it would go away. But that did happen, and it annoyed me. Not because I want someone to be bullied, because I know what that's like, and I especially don't think that should happen to anybody at all. But I do think that people didn't think before they went and started saying things about that video, and when other matters came to light related to said video, the public were then becoming very aggressive to this child. And from my perspective, it wasn't said child's fault that this video went viral. It wasn't the child's fault that people didn't do their research beforehand. Whenever I see something online, before I comment on it, before I make any sort of judgment about the video, I tend to do some research into it, really figure out my own opinion first, and go from there. But a lot of the time, people are seeing these very short videos, making an opinion and deciding that they want to join this almost mob because it proves to people that they're actually kind. And I'm like, why does it matter what people think of you on the internet? I know I'm saying this in a video about kindness, but why? Why does it matter what anyone thinks about you on Facebook? Personally, I gave up on anyone thinking anything about me a few years ago. How old was I? Couldn't tell you how old I was, but it came about from Megan Tonjes's video years ago. Years and years and years ago. I've been following her since... Oh, that sounds bad. I've been subscribed to her channel since maybe 2010, I think. Maybe a bit before that. It might have been a bit before that. And she released a video in which she said, why does it hurt me if I don't hate myself? And I was like, yes, I kind of agree with that. And from there, I kind of reached this point of just not caring what other people think outside. Like, you know, you're going to make a bit of effort with your appearance wherever you work. But, I mean, like, outside of your own social circle, outside of people who know you, what does it matter? And I feel like a lot of the time people are only kind for the internet. And could they perhaps bring some of that kindness into their everyday lives? I'm not saying there aren't actually kind people out there. There are some brilliant people out there who just make me so happy because they are exceptionally kind, they are generous, and I know them outside of the internet. And it always surprises me when, I don't think, I don't know what surprises me, but I was going a bit further into talking about people that I know from my own life, and I don't know whether they'd like me to do that on the internet, so I won't do that. Basically, I found a Diet Coke at my nan's with no caffeine and left it in my car last night, so that's been a bit joyful to find. See, Charlie was kind to himself. Anyway, basically, I just want people... The reason I made this video, because it doesn't make sense. None of this, what I'm talking about, makes sense at all. But I wanted to talk about kindness because I don't... Like, the biggest, most happiest thing for me to happen would be if people just took kindness that they feel that they only need to feel at Christmas. And when they feel that they only have to be kind to people at Christmas, why? Why can't you take that and be kind to people throughout the year? And try not to be kind for your own indulgence. Because, you know, something, being kind is selfish. Because when you are being kind to somebody, you end up feeling happy about it. And that's great. You wanna feel happy, you wanna make somebody else happy. These are all good things, and I would kind of push everybody to try and be kinder to one another. And if you're kind already, that's great. Tell me something nice that you've done for somebody. But yes, I never actually said whether I'm kind or not. Apparently I am. When I was at school, people said that I was very kind, and then I just started disappearing during high school and everyone forgot who I was, so that was kind of nice. That's really pushed me towards the life of solitude that I yearn for. Anyway, if you would like to discuss anything within this video, please feel free to do so down in the comments. I know that this video didn't make a lot of sense, and I am extremely apologetic about that. And until next time, that is all.